Hello, today I'm just going to bring the review I promised of Django Unchained here. And before I start, I'm just going to say a few things. First, I apologize to those of you who actually watch these videos. I know I said I'd bring the Django Unchained review about 2 days ago, but I just really couldn't find the time to do it because I've been really busy with schoolwork, trying to improve my grades and whatnot. And secondly, to just an incentive for any of you guys who might tell anyone about my channel, or if I even just get subscribers randomly, I'm going to be having these given out. This one, for example, is just the Django Unchained digital copy. So I'm going to be giving out digital copies to whenever I get a new Blu-ray or movie, because I just really don't use them. And every once in a while, if the channel gets a little more popular and I have money, I may just send out the DVDs to a mailing address if you guys are willing to give those out to me, because I really just don't use DVDs either. If I have Blu-ray, I don't see the point in having a DVD. I hope that doesn't sound pretentious, but it's true in my case. Okay, to start with the review, here we go. First I'm just going to show off kind of the casing and what's inside. Of course, just basic casing, has all the actors displayed on the cover. And the back, it's kind of not much, but in this case I think less is more. Okay, so to get into it, this was also just a nice cover to put the Blu-ray in. Okay, just to get into it, we've got the Blu-ray, which I really like the disc art, and to me disc art is actually kind of important because I don't really like when it comes with a gray disc just with black text. It's kind of boring, and I feel like they could have done something a little more for my money's worth. Okay, and the DVD, I actually like the DVD art more because the black and white along with the red, and then just the bonus disc. Okay. I can't actually give you guys an in-depth review on the bonus features because I haven't watched them yet. And I might go over it in another video, but most likely not. But I will tell you guys what the bonus features are. Okay, just to read it off. Special features: reimagining spaghetti westerns, the horses and stunts of Django Unchained. Next is remembering J. Michael Riva. I think that's how you pronounce his last name. It's R-I-V-A. For any of those, you might want to correct me. The production design of Django Unchained, the costume design of Sharon Davis, 20 years in the making, the Tarantino XX Blu-ray collection, which I showed you guys in my Blu-ray collection video, which I'll have definitely an analysis of because that was just a phenomenal pick on my part. Django Unchained soundtrack spot. Okay, so that's all of the special features to Django Unchained. Well, at least this edition of it, and I'm not sure that there is another edition of it, but there may be one in the future. Okay, so to start it off, I'll go over the cast. Okay, Jamie Foxx. He was completely perfect for the role, and I don't think they could have chosen anyone better. In the movie, he's really just submissive, and you see him walking, and okay, I'm not going to give any spoilers in the movies, but I will say small details, because those aren't really important, and I will not ruin the film for you guys, because it was phenomenal, and I don't want to spoil it, because each and every one of you guys deserves to get the viewing experience that I got. Okay, so, it starts off with Jamie Foxx, and I will tell you guys the beginning, because the beginning's not much. Starts off Jamie Foxx and a group of other slaves, and Jamie Foxx is just submissive in the beginning, and he's scared, you can tell, because he knows what his fate is going to be as just a slave, and you don't really know much in the beginning because it just kind of sets up this backdrop. There's other slaves, and then there's two slavers. But along comes this guy. I'm not going to give details on him because he was my favorite character, and I believe that you guys get to be introduced to him the same way I should be able to. But he comes along and stuff happens, just stuff. It really introduces the guy, Christoph Waltz's character, and Jamie Foxx's character, Django, who is soon unchained. Okay, so at that point, the movie sets up, and you know what's going to happen. And at that moment, I knew it was just going to be a good movie, because of the introduction alone. And I thought at that point just everything was going to start happening, but it's kind of a movie within a movie, because it has so many side plots, and just, it all diverges at separate points, and then comes together again, but it was a long movie, definitely, 2 hours and 45 minutes, but if you can sit through that, it's just phenomenal. Hold on, really quickly. Sorry guys, just 1 second. Okay, had to fix the lighting. But, where was I? Oh yeah, a long movie. At 2 hours and 45 minutes, if you can sit through it, it's just phenomenal. But Christoph Waltz, his character, became my favorite by far, because in the Western you always have that, slick talking, smart, just, he has the devil's tongue. He can get out in a situation just by talking. And when he doesn't want to get out of the situation by talking, he can definitely get out of it by using a gun. So, he's the slick-talking gunslinger who needs to be in every Western. Okay, next off the character list is Leonardo DiCaprio. His character was Calvin Candy, and not a role I would have imagined Leonardo DiCaprio in, but he did it very well, and I think they could have gotten someone else to play the role just as well, but if they did, it would have been a phenomenal film still. But even with Leonardo DiCaprio, it was still great because he fit the role perfectly, and I'm not saying he couldn't be replaced, but he could have. I hope you guys understand what I just said there. It was kind of confusing the way I worded it, but next character, Kerry Washington. I think she's really only listed on the Blu-ray here because she was Django's wife who they were searching for. She wasn't really a major character, but she was good in the moment she was in. And most of the time you saw her, she was just kind of standing there uncomfortably, like, in the foreground, like she knew something was about to happen, and she really didn't have that many lines. She spoke German, which was kind of cool. And then Samuel L. Jackson. He was my second favorite character in the movie. I did not actually like his character, but I liked his character. So I didn't like the character in the movie, but I like how he played the character. To clarify that. Because that was never a role that I'd imagined Samuel L. Jackson in. Because he kind of just played the submissive slave, just a black leader of the house, and he could tell really any slave just what to do, and he would follow Calvin Candy around and just do anything he needed him to do, and you really would hate his character so much, but so those are the characters. Now I'll just talk about the costumes really quickly, because it was a timepiece movie. And for the costumes, they were all just marvelous, and they looked like what people of that time would actually be wearing. And just want to talk about one costume in particular really quickly. The blue costume that Django wears in one scene. It was just hysterical to see it for the first time. So when you did see it, it would definitely make you laugh, at least for a second. Okay, next I will talk about the ending. I'm not going to say anything about the ending, but I'll just say it was a satisfying ending. So if you're not really one who wants to watch a whole movie to not really have the ending live up to expectations, or just completely take a whole turn into a different direction, like an M. Night Shyamalan movie, that is not the case. It's going to be a completely satisfying ending, and you will love every second of it. So, just my opinion is, if you have ever watched a Tarantino movie and you liked it completely, you will adore this movie, or be crazy about this movie, or whatever fantastic adjective you want to put in place of what I just used. So I don't really have a rating system yet, but I guess for now I'll just use stars like most people would. So I will give it 5 out of 5 stars. So definitely would recommend this, because I gave it 5 out of 5 stars, so you guys know it's a great pick. And if I get to 10 subscribers anytime soon, I will be giving out this Django Unchained digital copy, so that's a little incentive for you guys. And the next review I'll likely be putting out is the review for Injustice: Gods Among Us, which is the PS3 game or PS3, Xbox 360, and Wii U game that recently came out, and I've been playing that a lot frequently in my spare time. So, if you guys want to see anything else, just like, share, subscribe, and always leave recommendations for what you guys would like to see. So, I'm done here, and thank you guys for watching. I'll be bringing more videos soon.